I haven't done this for a while. Another reaction video. So obviously we're back to MoreParz because the guy's funny, alright? So let's get into it.
Dumb. In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison.
Damn.
You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic, because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
What? Yeah. Why would you eat a leaf in the first place? Why would somebody go to a poisonous leaf, like, go to a poisonous leaf and say, I want to eat that. That looks delicious. Even though it's poisonous, I want to eat it.
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm.
Damn.
Australia.
Wait, so imagine you eat the leaf and then you put a match, like a light up match down your throat. Where does set your entire insides of your body on fire then? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala. Because this suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking carcass.
So cute. Ooh.
Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food. These
I want to be a koala. That sounds like fun. Eating some leaves and then get to sleep for 18 to 22 hours. That sounds like fun.
Masters spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognise a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death.
No leaves.
It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide right off of this dumb c***. I love him.
Oh yeah, we all love the koalas. We all love the koalas. They may be dumb, but they are cute. But unfortunately, you can't hold them because they have chlamydia. Unfortunately.
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one, yes, it can and will eat you.
Munch you.
You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size. You see,
I count them as a kaiju item. I count them as a kaiju instead of a crocodile or an alligator.
Salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my car. And the up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty campers.
Yeah, true.
You see, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water with...
So, if you're saying you don't... So you get too close to it, you'll become the crocodile's dinner. Like, munched.
Without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal.
Yummy.
And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see.
Damn.
Which makes it very easy to walk just a
Oh,
little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press they call a mouth.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
That's
Oi.
right, just like any good
Hey.
camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of
Jesus
3,700
Christ.
psi of force through their jaws. To put that
Oh
into
my.
context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi.
so if the crocodile like bites onto your arm or something, it'll just snap it off like a twig. Like it'll just got like a skinny arm like I. If you just got like a skinny arm like I do, yeah, the crocodile will just snap it off like a twig.
So a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't
Not the watermelon. That poor watermelon.
immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spinning
God.
its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals.
Yummy.
But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years. Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend.
Yeah.
Crocodiles are...
Yeah, rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Man, that is crazy. Man, like, imagine wrestling a crocodile that, like, with a bite force of 3,700 psi. Mate, you must have big balls to do that. Big balls.
This bear was actually a soldier.
I know about this. He was a bear for, I think, for a country. I think his name was Private Wojtek. I think it was. Yeah.
But how? You see, it was 1942, and the 22nd Polish Artillery Company were passing through the mountains of Iran on their way to the front lines to fight the Nazis. While passing through a town on their way, they were stopped by a young Iranian shepherd looking to trade with them for rations and a Swiss Army knife. When the Poles asked what he had to offer in return, the young shepherd produced a burlap sack containing an orphaned Syrian brown bear cub.
Wait,
You see,
what?
this bear's mother was shot by hunters, which is how he ended up in a low-tech Pokeball being offered as a trade deal. The Polish looked at the bear and, clearly seeing the potential for insane dad lore, said,
Damn good deal.
and in the most worthwhile trade deal in history, parted ways with their supplies in exchange for a f***ing Pokemon, adopting him into their ranks and naming him Wojtek. And the 22nd immediately set about raising this little man as a proper bear and soldier.
Maggots!
As a baby, they would feed
Like, it's crazy that they actually did this, you know. That it's crazy that they traded some of their rations and an army knife for a little brown bear cub, and which they called Wojtek. Damn.
him condensed milk out of an empty vodka bottle, as well as feeding him on the cartoon bear diet consisting of fruit, honey, and marmalade. They also appointed a soldier as his caretaker, who wasted no time in showing Wojtek how to fit in with the rest of the army, teaching Yogi's little cousin to wave, salute, and even march.
Damn impressive.
While not undergoing rigorous military training, Wojtek would hang out with the soldiers. He drank coffee with them in the morning, trained with them in the day, and when they all got shit-faced in the evening, he would f***ing wrestle with them.
Wait,
Do you know how much a brown bear has to love you to wrestle you?
Oh!
On top of double rations, they would also...
Oh, imagine getting kicked in the nose by a bear. Oh, damn.
So feed Wojtek treats in the form of beer and cigarettes.
What?
They let the bear have smoko. Eventually, Army High Command heard about this and were having absolutely none of it. You see, pets were not allowed in the army, which meant Wojtek had to go.
Makes
Or
sense.
did he? Because the 22nd Artillery Company officially enlisted him.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my
part.
I'm doing my part.
Wojtek was given a serial number and granted the rank of private. So
Jesus Christ. Like, people go in hardcore training to be in the army. This bear just joins in the army in even less time than humans do. That is crazy.
when confronted about the very conspicuous bear
The
in
comments. You're telling me they tamed the bear and gave it a smoking addiction. I mean, true.
ranks, they simply went, that's not a bear, that's Private Wojtek. And Wojtek took his new role very seriously, as during the Battle of Monte Cassino in 1944, Wojtek began using his bulk to transport artillery shells and ammo to soldiers engaged in combat.
Damn.
They had a fucking resupply bear. For his bravery, he was promoted to the rank of corporal, and the 22nd changed their insignia to a bear carrying an artillery shell.
Damn.
This absolute unit smoked, drank, and dropped artillery on the Nazis. Based.
MVP of the war right there.
Scientists just de-extincted a 12,000-year-old dog. Well,
What?
kinda. You see, a bioengineering company called Colossal has dedicated itself to doing what every single Jurassic Park film has told us is a bad idea.
Yes. Yes.
Bringing back extinct species. And
If
recently,
there's anything that we learned about to try and bring back extinct animals, is that it will go badly wrong. So that's why we should leave playing God. Like, we should leave it. We should never play God.
they made a breakthrough. They have managed to bring back the 12,000-year-old direwolf. You know those big-ass puppies from Game of Thrones that the Starks had? Yeah, those were actually a real-ass animal, alive during the late Ice Age. And the best way I can describe them to you is, basically a wolf on steroids.
Damn.
These things were bigger, faster, and stronger, estimated to have the highest bite force out of any canine. And in a move that I'm sure has no implications, they have managed to bring these bad boys back to life.
What the?
These two little guys are now 6 months old and have been living on a private plot of land with 24/7 veterinary care. However,
Oh
they've
my.
only just been shown off to the public, with the company going so far as to get a photo op with George R.R. Martin holding one of these adorable little killing machines,
Aw.
showing that man will literally interact with an extinct species before he finishes that last f***ing book. There is,
Yes.
however, one small problem. This isn't technically a direwolf. You see,
No.
by merit of them being extinct, short of specking into necromancy, you can't exactly bring them back.
No, yeah, that is true. Like, you can't bring it back 100%. It's not impossible to do that.
Which is where this guy comes in. You see, the grey wolf shares 99.5% of its genetic code with the dire wolf. So, using CRISPR gene editing, they basically toss the grey wolf back into the spore creature creator, then using the code found in dire wolf fossils as a build guide, juiced the out of it, boosting the size slider and putting some extra points into strength, as well as adjusting its head shape and teeth. All in all, they made a total of 20 edits to 14 genes, producing the closest thing we can get to a dire wolf.
It's a big puppy. I want to pet it. You want to pet it? You got to make sure it doesn't bite your arm off first.
Short of time travel, which is cool as f***. I give it 5 years before a man-made horror beyond comprehension breaks out of that f***ing lab and we are all playing Resident Evil.
Talk about Resident Evil. Australia is just basically Resident Evil. Okay. With that, moving on to the
This
next one.
pigeon saved an entire army battalion.
Heroes never die.
Introducing our protagonist, Jeremy, a carrier pigeon who was in the employ of the US Army Signal Corps during World War I. You see, back in the oldie times, radio technology was, kind of dog shit. So carrier pigeons were still the meta for DMing the homies memes over distance.
Wait.
which is
DM their homies memes with pigeons. Imagine that.
how, in 1918, our feathered little shock trooper here ended up in France, with 500 US soldiers stuck 3 kilometers behind enemy lines, completely cut off from supply and reinforcement in a 7-day shootout. You see, Cherami's
Damn.
battalion, juiced up on freedom and red crayons, had overextended and become trapped, surrounded on all sides by German soldiers. And to make matters worse, being stuck behind enemy lines meant they were now on the receiving end of US defense spending, being absolutely hammered with friendly artillery. Now, stuck as far away as they would have had more luck using their radio as fucking nunchucks than a comms device.
Yes.
So they began sending out carrier pigeons in an attempt to tell command to stop fucking shelling them and help on the point. However, the Germans were having none of that shit and shot every single carrier pigeon the battalion sent out of the air like they were running an AIM Labs warm-up.
Jesus.
Until only one remained, Cherami. Desperate and rapidly running out of soldiers, the battalion wrote a message and attached it to Cherami.
Oh, I was about to read that.
Sending him into the air and watching him sail above the trees. And just when they thought he was clear,
Oof.
some f***ing sweat on the German side nailed him. The battalion watched in horror as their last hope spiraled out of the sky. The bullet tore straight through Cherami's center of mass, destroying one eye, punching a hole through his chest, and blowing off one of his legs. And this giga chad of an animal tanked it.
Wait, what?
Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
The Marines watched in awe
It's
as
like that meme from, I think it's the ASFD movie.
Did somebody say waffles?
No.
I have brain damage.
It's kind of like that. Or something similar to that.
this mangled pigeon picked itself out of the mud and managed to fly clear of German fire.
Damn.
Jeremy made it the whole way back to base, delivering the message and saving a total of 194 soldiers. Not only did he get the job done, but he f***ing lived. He was granted one of the highest military honours the French army could provide and sent into retirement with his trainer. And when he eventually did pass several years later, he was preserved and placed in the Smithsonian, where you can go see him today. There he is. Absolute f***ing legend.
Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your whole arm's off. I've had worse.
This pigeon's...
Right.
This jellyfish
Right, we're gonna watch one more now. Right, it's gonna be the last one.
is basically a time bomb.
What?
Introducing the Hurricane.
See, I don't like jellyfish how it is, really, like normal jellyfish, because when I was younger, playing in the ocean on holiday, next thing I know, I see some jellyfish legit near my feet, and it scared the shit out of me.
A species of jellyfish native to the northern waters of the land down under, and
course.
possibly my least favourite animal in the entire ocean, because it is just a massive, spiteful Well, massive is misleading, as this little guy is tiny. I mean, ridiculously small. Big, not much bigger than your fingernail at the head, and
Fucking hell, that is tiny. Yeah, bloody hell, I can't even see that, bro. Let alone capture it in a small tube.
basically completely f***ing invisible to the naked eye. This
Damn.
is a fairly major problem, because behind that halo cloak frame, they are dragging 3-foot-long tentacles, and shocking absolutely no one,
Say the line, Bart.
What?
it is one of the most venomous jellyfish in the ocean. I'm so f***ing tired of the stealth poison multi-classes on
Bruh.
OCE servers, dude. This shit is broken. You see, those 3-foot tentacles are covered with tiny little barbs, and at the barest touch, they will literally propel themselves into your skin like a bullet and inject you with the Australia Special, a pina colada cocktail of various neurotoxins. And a
Yeah, meme, that's my favourite pina coladas. Neurotoxin. Yeah, me.
upon being injected, you will feel absolutely f***ing nothing.
Oh?
You'll keep swimming around, splashing about in the water, kissing the homies, until you are overcome with a sudden, severe feeling
Hello,
of
darling.
impending dread. I mean the
Oh.
kind of dread that will have you hysterically screaming that you are about to die.
I am gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna f***ing die!
That's because the invisible cunt here
I'm gonna fucking die! Oh, Markiplier is something else, dude. Markiplier is something else.
does psychic damage, inflicting a condition known as Irukandji syndrome, which starts with a feeling of impending doom so strong there are records of people asking to be, avoiding a ban here, forcibly disconnected from God's Minecraft server.
Oh.
And that feeling of doom is
Oh, shit. Shit.
warranted because about 30 minutes after being stung, that biological bomb goes off, with the venom initially causing extreme pain throughout your entire body. And after making you feel like a failed isekai protagonist, the venom then spikes your blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, which can cause heart attacks, blood clots, and has even been recorded to cause brain hemorrhages.
And the
Ew.
f***ed up part is, it doesn't have an anti-venom.
This
What?
thing sneak attacks you, waits 30 minutes, sends you a private DM telling you it got your ass, and there is
Bitch.
not a f***ing thing you can do about it. Toxic little shit.
Motherfucker. Dude, imagine you're dead, like you died to that thing, going to ancestors. I died to a small tiny jellyfish. Anyways, because of that, that's gonna be it for this episode of this reaction video of MoreParz. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss out on any new videos or streams. And comment down below on what else I should react to. With that, and I'll see you all later. Bye.